Alright guys, back over here with the Mustang again. Last video we ended up cleaning up under the hood. Still need to touch up some of the black and kind of repaint that, and then touch up the motor, all the stuff on the front, and then valve covers, intake, and all that stuff's gonna be put on. So today we're gonna start pulling off the carburetor, the intake, distributor, all that stuff, get down there, maybe the alternator, go ahead and try to get the blue done, everything put back together, and then we'll focus on the black. So hopefully today we can get the carbon stuff off. All right, the first thing I'm doing is going around marking the tops of all these, and I'm gonna go with cylinder number 1, mark it, and then I'm just gonna write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and remember where 1 is. And then here I've marked it saying this is where my vacuum advance is sitting. And I'm not using this distributor, I'm using another one, so I'll set the other one exactly where this is at, and hopefully it'll be pretty good, and then we can fine tune it from there. All right guys, this is what I've done. This is cylinder number 1 right here, which is the first cylinder. I've marked it with a 1, and I didn't do firing order. All I need to know is where they're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as long as that is just like that, then I'll be good to go. All right, so we're gonna pull this carburetor, and this one just has a snap-on throttle there. Got the springs, 4 bolts, and then we can get down to the center plate, because this one's got the 4 and the 2. Pull the fuel line off, and then the vacuums, and we should be good. All right, carb is going, and now we're gonna pull off the distributor cap and mark where it's at, take some pictures, and we'll pull the coil off and everything else off. Go ahead and start getting it down. Then we're gonna drain the water out. So here's our first mark. Distributor is there, okay? And this is lined up with our tape. So now when I pull this up, the distributor is gonna end up turning a little bit. The actual inside part, not the case here, because I'm trying to keep this all lined up so I can see exactly how far this is gonna move over. And however far it goes to, I'm gonna mark 2 marks there so I can know that's where to start at, and I should end there when I put it back. All right guys, there's the distributor. You can see the 2 marks where the distributor came out, and then when I put it back in, it should turn from there to the other mark. Now, I'm changing out the distributor, so I'm gonna have to make sure this marks over to the other one. But down inside here, this thing looks pretty clean. The cab looks good. The button there looks good. The gear looks good. This looks like it could be an original one or rebuilt, but it does have auto light on it. So it's seems to be pretty good. So, wow. There's a razor blade. I just now saw that. I guess we were cleaning off for gasket material at some point in time and dropped the razor blade down behind there. It's been back in there for years. Okay, the wires are all moved out of the way. Got the coil moved out of the way. The water, just got through draining it down. It's over there. About to take the water neck off, the heater hose. Then we can start busting this intake off here. Okay, so everything is now unhooked. Now we just gotta start taking off the intake bolts. Take all those out. Should be good to go. Okay, so all the bolts are out, everything's ready. Now we're gonna lift up on this water neck and see if we can get it to break loose. Man, it's gonna be a little bit harder than that, so see if we can pry it up. Okay, there it is. Went and popped up pretty good. Just took a little prying for just a second. It came right up, but it actually looks fairly clean down in here. Not too bad. So I don't see anything real concerning. All the lifters look good. Make sure we dry up any water down in here. They look pretty good. That's how you take off a intake. All right guys, I've cleaned this up a little bit in here. Just wiped out some of the trash and stuff in there. But look at this, I just realized This valve cover bolt should look like this. Somebody has put an impact on it or something and just rounded the crap out of it. I don't have no clue how I'm gonna get that out. I guess I'm gonna take some paper and shove it in the holes here and try to use a Dremel and just try to cut a slot in it. Maybe I can get a flathead on there. So that's why I hate people do stupid stuff. It's amazing. Okay, so I finally got that bolt up out of there. That was actually a washer that was crushed up all the way around it. Started using a chisel, getting it to turn, and it just folded that washer down. Finally got the washer out of the way and was able to get it going. So now I've got the alternator off. Gonna paint the front of the engine back with some blue and then put intake on. All right, there it is. All nice and new and blue. All on the front there. And mainly I went, I originally said black and switched to blue because there was a fair amount of blue still down the side and on the top of the heads that you would see. So if I painted the front end black, then you would still see blue popping out. So if I paint it blue, even as it wears, it'll just look like an older motor and have some blue on it. And I think this went pretty good. I brushed it on. This is actually OSHA safety blue, which is pretty close to Ford blue. It's kind of a brighter blue. Right, got the gaskets down, got a little RTV on there. Got the new intake here. And Daddy's gonna help me set it down so we can get it lined up the first time. Right guys, Ford says to do these in a special pattern and to put them at 10 foot-pounds. And I got all new stainless Allen bolts here. And I went through them one time. Daddy's running back through them because it ended up pulling it down a little bit all the way around. So that looks pretty good. All right guys, that is it. It's back on there, or not back on there, but it's on there. And that's it for the intake. Intake is off and back on, and alternator's off. So when the blue paint dries, we'll get the alternator back on, get everything set back up, keep going. Appreciate it.